heard a story about a farmer. He was going down one day a little ways off from his farmhouse, and he saw this baby bird. And when he approached the bird, he saw that it was an eagle. And he took that bird home with him, and he placed that bird in the chicken coop with the chickens, and he fed the bird the chicken feed. And that bird grew up eating the chicken feed, and the bird became accustomed to hanging out with chickens and eating chicken feed. And one day a naturalist was going by, and he saw this huge bird now after some time had grown up. And he saw this eagle hanging out with chickens, eating chicken feed. And he went to the farmer and asked the farmer, "How is it that you have this eagle hanging out with chickens and not eating the chickens?" And the farmer said, "Well, he believes that he's a chicken." And the naturalist looked and said, "Well, why is that?" He said, "Well, he grew up with chickens. And so all of his life, the only thing he knew is eating chicken feed." So the naturalist said, "No, this is unnatural. Let me take this bird." He took the bird and he said, "You are an eagle. Fly." Threw the bird up. The bird looked at the chickens, dropped back on the ground, and went back to eat chicken feed. The naturalist didn't like that. He said, "Something is wrong with this." He says, "You are an eagle." He took the bird. He went up on top of the barn. He said, "You are an eagle. Look up in the sky." He threw the bird up, say, "Fly." The bird saw the chickens, dropped back on the ground, and went back to eating chicken feed. The naturalist said that something is abnormal about this. So he took the bird away. He ran up to a mountain, and he looked at the bird. He just told the bird, "You were meant to soar." Of course, the bird couldn't understand him. But he's talking to the bird. He says, "You were meant to soar." And down, the bird could have looked down the valley, and he saw where the chickens were. But then he was so high up, all of a sudden now the bird is now looking up, and he sees around. And the naturalist just said, "You are an eagle. Fly." And he threw that bird up, and the bird dropped, and his wings opened, and he started flying. Never went back to that farm yard again. I know you're wondering, okay, Pastor Dave, what's the point, right? See, some of you are eagles but hanging out with chickens. See, there's something about the believer that I don't think we understand, that we were meant to soar, but yet still we're living in a chicken coop, eating chicken feed as if though we're chickens. And you know, some people are called chicken because they act like chickens. Chickens don't fight. Chickens run away. Eagles soar and eagles rule. And there is something about what Paul is telling Timothy. Last week we saw how Paul told Timothy, God had not given us a spirit of fear. See, eagles don't fear for nothing. An eagle knows who or what it is, and it does what it was created to do. It's unnatural for an eagle to eat chicken feed. It's unnatural for an eagle to live in a chicken coop. It's unnatural for a Christian not to be Christian. It's unnatural for a disciple not to be a disciple. And Paul is telling Timothy right now, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Therefore now, he starts